in this grand finals. I'm pretty sure that we have a reset in the middle of the bracket and also best out of 5. I'm pretty sure, but that's we will have to wait and see, I guess.
Okay, so Peanut is coming, he says.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before he shows up. Anyway, how is your voice? Have you deteriorated yourselves somewhat, or are you still going strong?
I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I mean, it's not that much different to chatting just on a voice chat on Discord another evening while playing. Different. It
Right,
doesn't
but
differ that much. But anyhow,
As-
we're gonna have the match starting now, and we're gonna have a Kinky Roll Cloud team from Fiend and Peanut. A very interesting choice.
I've rarely seen Fien play with Cloud. It's gotta be good since he came so far in this tournament.
Yeah. And we have the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen, coming up.
And Dante and Toxic decide to finish it off with their respective mains, being Game & Watch and Dark Pit. And as Cruz said, we have King K. Rool and the Cloud from Walnut and Fien respectively. And yeah, damn. As I anticipated, they are both going strong, with Toxic being on a very low percentage, but
The dark picked arrow just hits Fiend. Fiend makes it back though.
yes, that's something Cloud players gotta keep in mind.
Kinky Roll racking up that damage on the Kinky Roll while staying safe. And now Kinky Roll did a ledge drop there, and we'll see, but Toxic
I
didn't
just
manage
noticed
to
that
catch up.
Fien got thrown off the stage.
And we got a double
But
kill for
damn,
the yellow team.
that was legendary.
Yeah, so we got a
Throwing them
good start
both up
there.
simultaneously.
And I was about to say that we had a little bit of a lead for the yellow team, but right now as Fian managed to SD, unfortunately of that recovery, the red team is still in the lead with Dante and Toxic. But the conversion...
It seemed like Toxic gave him a homie stock though, which
Yeah, it feels
is
like
very
that.
nice. Or maybe it was just a mistake. I don't know.
I
But
mean, in a grand finals you shouldn't give the homie stock. It seems a bit out there to give a homie stock in the grand finals.
okay, it must have been a mistake then.
Well, I don't know, but I'm sure I couldn't give a homie stock in a grand final because I would be, of course, I would be losing after giving a homie stock.
You're very right. Anyway, Walnut or Peanut or whatever you like to call him pulls off a very nice spike on Dante, putting him down at his last stock.
But
Walnut
Dante
is still
keeping him
being
out
juggled
there.
around, but manages to survive because his Kinky Rule, of course.
But the torch
Yeah, I
throws
guess
Kinky Roll out of the
smashed out.
stage. Yeah. And Dante keeps racking up damage on the Kinky Roll, but doesn't really connect that up there.
Fiend is on his last stock and on a very high percentage too. And gets killed by his own teammate. A dash attack from King K. Rool.
So we got a
Which
2
is a
versus
pretty
1
common
situation.
sight when teaming alongside King K. Rool.
Yeah, but we got a 2 versus 1 situation here. But as we saw earlier in the last match, that could actually work out for Walnut in this case, but we'll see. Oh, spikes him down, and we got a 1 versus 1, where King K. Rool does not have that much damage though. 95% versus the 46 that Dante has, and Dante didn't manage to get him off there. And unfortunate of the buffer
like
dodge.
Walnut missed the tech.
Yeah, an unfortunate buffer there dodge, and that makes Toxic and Dante get the first game of that match, closing in on the bracket reset.
Anyway, that was legendary. If it wasn't for the SDs, it could probably have it could probably have gone completely differently.
Yeah, that is very true. So we'll see if they stay the same characters or if they will change up. Fiend and Walnut is pretty quick on selecting there, and maybe it's just eager to selecting the stage which they will have to counterpick now.
Every time I'm in a spot like this, my legs just spontaneously start shaking out of nowhere.
That's the commentator nerves. Commentator nerves.
Exactly, but when I'm in a tournament, I mean, and I can kind of feel some empathy with them right now.
We got the match already.
Okay, I missed. What are the characters? Well, they're
having the same characters, but
probably a good choice considering how even last match was. Okay, god damn it.
Don't worry. But anyhow, Smashville coming up. I mean Town & City, of course. And starting off quite well is Toxic and Dante, getting up a lot of percentage of Walnut and Fiend. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the grand finals, and we're expecting to see a bracket reset from Toxic and Dante if Fiend and Peanut cannot manage to change tactic and switch it up.
Anyway, it seems like the yellow team has a slight percentage lead and a stock lead now as well, as Dante gets launched up the stage. Was it a dash attack? I think it was a dash attack. Dante gets revenge with his back air just by the blast zone.
Yes, and Dante is actually struggling there to get back to stage, while King K. Rool is edge guarding quite well.
Yeah, it's kind of the disadvantage of Game & Watch against King K. Rool. One of the lightest characters.
As we just saw when he's knocked out of until the blast zone.
Just a little more than 60% is enough for him to get launched by up tilt.
And Dante gets his revenge by the headbutt and up smash. And it's still even out there, even though Dante is down one stock, but it seems that Fiend is now also down to his last stock, so we have a very even match.
Yes, it's pretty equal. It could... The match could reset anytime if one of them gets launched out.
Yeah, right now it could go either way actually. It really seems like it. And Fiend barely connecting that cross slash and didn't connect it, so...
I'm watching Fiend and Dante just fight the hell out of each other right now.
And Fiend just
throwing
smashing
out those smash attacks like nobody else. Fiend almost gets launched by Dark Pit side B.
But unfortunate of Walnut to fall to his death there by the SD, I think it was.
And I just noticed that Toxic is still on 2 stocks. It's looking very bright for the green team right now as Fiend loses his last stock.
Yes, but
3 stocks against 1, that's not looking great for Walnut, but King K. Rool is a heavy character and they tend to do better in 1v2s.
that is very true, but oh, barely making that back with the DI and gets launched with the up smash of Pit. And we are
no
up.
Chaos Green, so he could have survived, but didn't, sadly.
Right, so we got a lead of 2-0 this time. Of Toxic and Dante in the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. So as we see, they're eager to get started with the next match.
I love how they instantly rush to pick the next stage.
Yeah, they have probably already chosen it.
Sorry, I'm sorry for that stuttering, by the way. I'm just as nervous as they are, probably.
Yeah, it's really nervous to just watch these games, and they are close, and you're knowing who will win this game, because Fian and Peanut seem to have played really well so far, but being down 0-2 in the grand finals, they'll have to switch up their tactics.
And they go random.
That is a bold move. That is a very bold move.
Oh god, this is... Okay, now let's see how this turns out. If they win, goddamn, I'm going to... Okay, so Fien got a pretty difficult character, unfortunately. If Marskit was in his place, it would be... anyway, I don't really know how good Fien is with Bayonetta. He seems to know some bread and butter combos there.
But this
Let's
is really...
just hope Walnut...
Yeah.
Oh, it seems like Walnut... Wait, what is...
It seems
what
like
is going on is...
It seems like we have connection issues here on... let's see what happens. Yeah, we have a connection error. Let's see if...
Yeah, that was...
That was interesting.
Fortunate.
Yeah.
Was it Walnut? Considering that he... Yeah, it was Walnut.
That is much unfortunate.
Let's see if it said anything in the tournament chat. Perhaps his Wi-Fi just went out. That happens to me. I can often just relog. So I hope it won't be a lasting problem.
Yeah, that's highly unfortunate of Peanut just losing his internet connection right where we're in the grand finals, but that can happen online, and that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, but it could have happened anytime else than in grand final, though. Okay, just kidding. That was cynical. Sorry. Peanut doesn't seem to be showing any traces of presence in the tournament chat either. If I was him, I would be furious right now. I would be smashing my screen. Nah, okay, that was an exaggeration, but oh god.
Right, so it seems like we have the bracket reset, if I'm to believe what we have here.
Register as a loss, Dante says.
Yeah, it seems like
that would normally be a loss. Okay, Walnut. Now Walnut reappears. So I suppose that... Okay, that was quick.
Right, so...
It's like he's back.
Alright, I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm pretty confident that they have solved this already, so let's head on to the match again.
Okay, so on the red team we have the usual Dark Pit and Game & Watch against Roy and Richter. I can kind of feel Walnut's pain right now. I mean, every time I get Richter with random, I struggle a lot, especially with recovery. Let's just hope he's good with Richter. It's pretty hard if you don't know how to play him.
Yeah, that is very true.
And especially with both Dark Pit and Game & Watch having reflectors,
yeah,
causing even more problems.
Yeah, the projectiles from Richter is not that easy to pull out with the reflectors, risking hitting himself or his teammate even worse, and then taking stock.
Doesn't seem like the match has been going in any team's favor so far.
But we got a counter of Fien that just clears the stage. Both Walnut and Dante dies in that. explosion that Roy had. But then Toxic launches Roy up into the ceilings.
Still at a kill percentage, so you can still call the match even.
Yes, but knowing Toxic now from the last 2 games, we can say that he has managed to stay alive on that first stock for a very long in those 2 games.
You're damn right about that.
And it seems like he is still tanking on 134% and gets that side B. Launches Roy.
I'm already preparing the 2v2 champions roles in Discord. Well, it seems like they're keeping the title, so.
By the looks of it, an unfortunate SD of Fian there not being able to recover with Roy. And Walnut as well. Unfortunate, both Walnut and Fian now doing 2 SDs in a short amount of time. That's highly unfortunate.
So I said, very competitive players, both Dante and Toxic. They have been seen practicing together on several occasions, and it has come to an end now, with them being in the lead, the huge advantage against the yellow team.
Yes.
Yes.
But although Dante being down to his last stock, and maybe they can come around and turn this around, Fian and Walnut, but they will have to switch something up to make that happen, because right now Toxic is just furating and throwing him out there, and that concludes it for Fian. Can Walnut at 104% make this change?
Probably not. He can keep on fighting, but
we got a 3-stock lead. That is very unlikely to take the match from, but we'll see. Maybe they are right now just fishing for it. Some cool team combo. And Walnuts gets this forward smash and throwing Toxic out there. So we got 1 stock each on the remaining characters, but Walnut will not be able to tech that and goes to the grave.
History repeats itself. And what can I say? I mean, well, oh god, I'm just paralyzed right now.
Yeah, well, that was unfortunate of the amount of SDs they had, but
such a comeback from the losers brackets.
Yeah, that is highly unfortunate, but for Fian and Peanut not being able to hold that, the winner side of the brackets.